All right, today is all about animal proteins. And just a heads up, we have a lot of information included below in the text. We have a simplified version at the beginning and then optional extra reading section after what to do today. So a reminder, you do not have to read everything and implement it right away. Take this at your own pace and absorb what you can at all times, all right? But here we go. Animal proteins. Right now, I'll just start out by saying they're a very controversial subject. So before we dive in, here's a disclaimer on what our point of view is, okay? Animal protein, whether it's good or bad, it's a hot topic out there. Many studies from both sides have proven evidence supporting their argument, so it's really confusing, right? We believe both sides could equally be right in the right circumstances. So we also believe that each person requires unique nutritional needs, which is why some thrive on a vegetarian diet and some thrive with a heavy animal-based diet and some thrive right in the middle of the spectrum. So simply put, if you feel great when eating animal products, then eat them. If you feel terrible when eating animal products, then cut back. So if you're unsure, just dial in on how you feel over the next few weeks and play around with either adding or subtracting animal products and record how you feel. Ultimately, you can still eat a health degrading diet with both approaches. Okay, so looking at the big picture of your total nutritional quality, no matter what your protein preferences, is key for a successful nutritional lifestyle. All right, so animal proteins. Animals provide a great variety of protein sources, including large game, small game, poultry, seafood, dairy, and more. And you can find most proteins in the refrigerated and freezer sections of the grocery store. Occasionally, you'll find proteins even in the aisles, like beef jerky, bone broth, things like that. And we're going to talk about grocery store findings more in week 4. But before we go on, please take a moment, just look over the protein sheet below. We recommend screenshotting it or saving it as much as you can. Put it on your fridge. But here it is, protein and fat. One thing you got to know is that most animal-based proteins include naturally occurring fat as well, and that's fine. That's okay. Naturally occurring fats are not a bad thing that have to be removed. Remember back in week 1 when we talked about each macronutrient needing each other to digest and to function properly when you're consuming these things together. This is just a great example of how nature includes both macronutrients so that we can function as optimally as possible, so that they work together. Okay? And a lot of animal-based proteins, they have quite a bit of naturally occurring fat. So a good combination of fatty and lean meats is best. Here at Vibrant Life, we recommend more lean meats with fatty meats included on the occasion. All right, so here's what we need to do today. Today, we're going to add in some protein to your next meal. We're going to encourage trying the hand portion method of 1 palm size per meal for a woman and 2 palm sizes for a man. Don't worry about being perfect. Just get into the habit of checking your portions.